Welcome back, everyone. We're back from our intermission, and I have come with a surprise guest. Elliot
Yay!
the
It's an Elliot.
Moose. Indeed. How are you doing today, cutie?
I'm doing well. Pretty good day at work. It was a lot slower than it has been all week, so that was a welcome change. And today was my 6th day in a row working, and now I have 4 days off.
Oh, well, at least that's a good turnaround there.
Oh, yes. I'm sure I'll be called in on Wednesday or Thursday, but that's fine. I just need the 2 days at least.
Yeah, I sat down and is he? Okay, just a sec. I can fix that. I found that the longest period of time I have off between shifts is 39 hours. And that's from Tuesday at 7:15 to Thursday at 10:45 a.m.
I do.
Yeah.
Still there? Okay.
You've the same instinct, laddie.
So, yeah,
well.
Not great.
The luminary of legend.
At least it's been slow.
Never thought I'd see
like they actually sometimes have enough people on the queues to handle the calls without me getting all of them. So at least that's what it feels like some days.
The more we know about them, the more chance we have of finding out how
But
they
man,
did it,
our
right?
callers today were just
you're not
spectacularly
wrong.
clueless.
Let's see what those other seedlings have to show us, shall we?
Like, whenever you prepare somebody else's taxes and file them electronically, you're supposed to have them sign a form called the 8879. And this is like... What's wrong?
I can't hear you, Spook.
No! Discord.
You cut out for like a few seconds there. You're back now.
Okay. But yeah, there's a form, the 8879, that authorizes somebody to submit an e-file in your name. This is entry-level stuff that a tax preparer should know. And I had a guy who was completely clueless about the process call today, and I looked at his record, and he'd been buying our software for years. And I'm like, my god, dude, that is concerning.
I wonder.
Yeah, that,
I think we all know
that is rather concerning.
Yeah. There's also one that's a due diligence form, where if somebody claims certain credits, you have to make sure that they're not bluffing you. And it should not be difficult for people to fill out. And yet, at least once a day I get somebody calling about that thing. I'm like, dude, maybe you shouldn't be preparing people's taxes. Just throwing that out there.
There are other career options. Like, the tax preparers, like, get paid well or something? Like, what? Why would people want to do that?
You can basically charge whatever you want. And it doesn't take long until you've made up the price of the software, especially ours, which is really, really cheap.
I know that view.
I'm
sure.
At least compared to other professional packages.
So
like,
if I understand what we saw correctly,
you could probably get going for under $300.
Then went
Oh,
up a
God.
mountain and
Yeah,
forged
it's
a
not
sword.
much.
Wait, of course. The Sword of Light.
Indeed. They would not have gone into battle with the Dark One unarmed.
Yes, that's the power we need. That's how we'll drive the darkness
Or a
from the
sleepy
world.
boy.
Yeah,
But
like,
Morrigan took it, right?
normally I get up
Unless.
about 6:30, and then I
Are these
shower,
visions trying
get
to
dressed,
say
and go
we
back to
need
bed. And I went back to bed, but I couldn't sleep today.
must
So I've
be it.
effectively been up
Oh,
since 6:30 in the
To
morning.
make
Like,
our
oh,
own
this is
Sword of
BS.
Light, just like the old heroes did.
That majorly sucks.
Yeah,
All right.
and like since
we've
our
got
lunches
ourselves
are
a
only
plan.
half an hour during tax season, I can't just go
Not
take a lunch nap.
much of a plan, but we'll just have to fill in the gaps as we go.
On the other hand, I've
That's
actually been
illegal.
eating
Paying a
lunch,
visit
so
to the
that's
places we
something.
saw in those visions.
I'm proud of you.
I'm betting we'll
I
find
don't
some
eat
more
lunch.
clues there.
Oh,
I
honey.
cannot.
Aye. It looked like they found that.
You
old
cannot? I
only eat
another
one
of
meal a
these
day.
floating islands.
Oh,
I reckon we'll
you
need to
sound
have a
like
word with our wee pal about
like me
that.
one day. One of my doctors was telling me, you know, take this twice a day with food. And I'm like, well, that's bold of you to assume that I'm eating twice a day.
Oh, fucking real.
Yeah,
Too real.
don't say that one to your doctor.
That mountain. It's the volcano near
sorry.
Hotter, isn't it? How could I forget?
Like, I want to be honest with my doctor, but I don't know how honest, you know? Like, I
Right,
want her to
exactly.
know,
Wherever that island
like,
happens to be.
what's wrong with me, but, like,
It seems
At the
we're setting
same
off on
time,
another adventure, Veronica.
Yeah, it's
You'll be
like,
with us in spirit. I know it.
it's like, so, how have you been doing?
Let's
It's like,
go to
well,
work.
I've been stress eating a lot, and that's probably not great, but that's where I am right now. It's like, what's your
And,
diet
like-
like? Well, my diet is hot garbage.
what if I told you I eat the same thing every day, and that, it's a breaded chicken patty on white bread with mayonnaise and mustard?
Yeah, like, I only had half an
I
hour.
have leftover bacon, KD. I had enough energy after work yesterday to make myself, bacon mac and cheese.
Oh, okay.
I hardly ever have the energy to cook.
That's fair. I should more often than I do, but lately I just can't. I just can't find the time to do it anymore.
It's the time and the energy.
Why would anyone
Yeah.
go looking for ore on a battleground?
Mine was there. Mine of great ores. Great powers for
Also, hi chat. I've just been talking to my boyfriend this whole time.
Great love.
Oh,
How is chat doing? Also, I love you, envious kitten.
Took all. No ore. No more.
so I'm checking out an apartment this week, and
Of
since
centuries
it's in the same neighborhood as our girlfriend, as opposed to your
Yay!
girlfriend, I'm gonna pick her up, and we're gonna come back to my place. So that'll be fun.
Yay, girlfriend time.
To go and have a
Indeed.
look now, can it?
Plus, I gotta stop by
on,
her
you
place,
lot.
so I'll get to see her cats, and that's important.
Excellent. Absolutely.
I'm gonna try to
Speaking
get.
of cats, Mister is sitting partially on my lap and partially under my desk.
Father may help.
He's just got his little booty on my legs, making sure I can't move.
Cat hostage.
Yeah, that's me. He's gonna absolutely love the fact that I don't need to wake up to an alarm tomorrow or the next day. Because alarms mean that I have to move.
Yep.
That's illegal.
Alright, let's go summon our flying whale.
Oh, so cute little story from work the other day.
Yeah?
There was this family of, oh god, it was like 7 kids and 1 parent. And one of the kids sees my hair and is like, "Did you dye your hair?" Like, yeah, I did. And then a younger sibling chimes in is like, "No, I think they fell in Kool-Aid." And I'm like, that's a good theory.
Well, I've seen what
And
happens
for
when...
context for chat, who hasn't seen my hair, it's green. It's green.
I actually have seen somebody who used Kool-Aid to dye their hair, and it did not go well for them.
There are, Kool-Aid is not the cheapest, most effective option. If you want the cheapest, most effective option, get fabric dye.
Interesting. I never even thought of that.
Also, don't. Please don't use fabric dye on your hair.
No.
It will stain it forever, and, the chemicals in that were never meant to touch skin.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would not be a good idea.
And also, like, the concentration of fabric dye, like, you'd have to use, like, just a tiny amount with conditioner. Like, but also, please don't.
Yeah, never really...
This is not me recommending you use fabric dye to dye your hair.
Yeah,
Also, if you ever see the brand Splant, it is fabric dye.
Oh, okay.
Don't use it.
Yeah, I've only used Manic Panic.
Yeah.
Because they have great colors.
Semi-permanent. Yeah, semi-permanent Dretch deposit is the least damaging to your hair, and Dretch deposit is the stuff that's like already the color, and you can just slap it on like Manic Panic.
Okay. My experience was not that I could just slap it on with Manic Panic, because I had to bleach first.
Well, yeah, and Manic Panic has the best bleach kit as well.
Oh,
I've never gotten better results than using the Manic Panic bleach kit. I wish I was paid to sell Manic Panic, because I would.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way about Elgato products. They make the capture card that I use, as well as the my Stream Deck. And I'm like very enthusiastic about both of them because they both work beautifully. And I'm like, guys, you don't even have to pay me, but I wish you would, because I will promote the hell out of you to the half dozen people who watch me.
And also, like, other streamers, like, I feel like they would be able to pay you good to recommend your things to other people who need or want those things. Like, come on.
Yeah, I also found that Elgato makes a pedal you can get, which is useful if you ever get into speedrunning. So you can basically use a pedal, kind of like just a single button you can hit with just your foot. So if you're trying to keep times in a speedrun and you don't want to free your hands up, that can be super helpful. And I'm like, I can't believe someone makes this, but there it is.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. So I'm not sure what these whale way stations are for, because I'm just kind of finding little enclosed areas with nothing of interest in them. Okay, game. So we're still short a couple orbs, aren't we?
Is there somewhere that tells you how many orbs you have?
My inventory.
Fixed inventory.
Yeah, hold on a sec.
It'd be nice if it could be organized by orbs.
Yeah, so I have...
By, like, type of object.
Yeah, that's actually what I have it doing right now.
Oh, that's magical.
So I have red, yellow, green,
That'd be
and purple.
nice.
So I need blue and silver still, and I'm not entirely sure as to where they are. Okay.
Aren't you not supposed to know where they are?
I guess that's part of the idea.
Just a thought.
Well, they'd have pointed me towards Hutto and Gallopolis. Yeah, so I should be able to visit those if I just use the zoom spell. Hold on.
Zoop. I love this little bird dude.
Oh, the whale?
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a whale.
What in the world it's supposed to be?
It's a very flamboyant whale. Oh, well, I guess I can't go in there yet.
Ah, that's a nope.
Okay, so this is Octagonia. I mean, I could reach here without the whale. Oh, the Lost Land. What is this place? I guess it's not lost anymore.
I found it. It's not lost anymore.
It's like when you get to Lost Izalith in Dark Souls. It's like, well, it's not now, is it?
I think they have to rename it now.
Okay, this is an unusual concentration of tacos. Boy, that's a series of words I never thought I'd utter. Look at these frickin' things. They're everywhere. Someone needs to call an exterminator.
No!
No, they're adorable. Okay.
Oh, something that happened at work today, not exterminator related, but plumbing related.
Uh-oh.
We have a cafe that's attached to our building, and the bathroom backed up in the cafe,
Oh, no.
and underneath the cafe is our break room. And
Oh.
a pipe burst, and our break room is flooded now.
Oh, man. I have had...
It leaked through the ceiling, so all the particle board ceiling collapsed.
Oh, jeez.
It's bad. And now we also don't have a break room, so that's cool.
Yeah, I have had so many problems with water in my life. Like, it was Thanksgiving weekend at work, and it was super cold in one part of the building. Like, this is really weird. You know, our HVAC system should be on top of this. And the boilers were working, everything seemed fine, but something was up. So I mentioned this to the guy who relieved me. I'm like, hey man, keep an eye on, 1 West. It's unusually cold in there. And he doesn't bother to leave the desk other than to go to the bathroom. He just sits there watching Netflix all day. And while he's doing this, a pipe bursts in that section of the building and makes a bit of a mess. By the time I come back, there's Service Master trucks outside. There's our site contact, the facilities manager, her car's parked out there, and she's like, can you fill me in on anything? I'm like, well, yeah, like when I called you, I said it was really cold out there. I know you know that part. It's like, yeah, I don't think the guy who relieved you in the morning was taking notes, because we didn't hear about the leak until the next guy came in. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
Yep. Like, we have video of this guy sitting at the desk watching movies, and in another camera view, because we had 32 cameras in that building.
Good lord.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a decent-sized building, and we had every ingress and egress point covered, in addition to parts where you'd go from one part of the building to the other. So if you went from 1 east to 2 east, there was a camera in the stairs. If you went across, there was a camera in the foyer. There's a temple I'm supposed to be going to, and I am just not paying any attention to where it is.
Where in the world am I supposed to be going?
Okay, and it's even clearly marked on the map, but man, I am not handling any of this today.
Not clearly enough, clearly.
Oh god, somebody put a neon sign on this thing, because my dumb ass isn't finding anything today. Okay, I think we've got it. So
literally me, I had to do cash out at the end of the day, and me counting my till, I'm just like, okay, so I'm supposed to have $134.65.
Mm-hmm.
And my brain is like, okay. So I take out that amount, and the team lead has to recount my till.
Yeah.
And she's just like, you're $2 short. And I'm just like, I shouldn't be. That's weird. Like, exactly $2? That's really suspicious. Nothing is exactly $2.
Yeah.
Unless I just didn't count properly. And yeah, that was, yeah.
It happens. Like, when they told me my drawer was off one day, like, I spent the next week writing out all of my cash transactions and checking it myself, because I'm like, my drawer is not allowed to be off. I'm not going to let that happen.
I sure wouldn't want to get
Never again.
Yeah, I'm a bit nuts.
Oh, but we have guests.
And that's one of the many reasons I love you.
My
Aw.
shame knows no bounds.
I love you too, cutie.
The wind blew you.
Yay!
So I don't know if you were here when I started. I assume you're still traveling home. But the way I beat the dragon that kicked my party's ass last time was inspired by your stream last night.
Oh?
Well, yeah, I was watching you play, and I was thinking, well, I've got a situation I'm having trouble with. What would Batman do?
The fiend looms, monstrous.
And the answer was I just...
Well, what did Batman do?
Well, in my case, I just over-prepared. I rewatched the video where I lost. I'm like, oh, this is the thing that kicks my ass. So we'll do this, this, and this, and yeah, we beat it in 5 minutes.
I love that. That is excellent news.
A great fire
Thanks, Batman. So inspiring.
Now he is no more.
He's always like the most amusing character because he's the straightest of straight men. Like he deadpans his way through everything.
Not if Joker has anything to do with it.
Well, I'm not saying straight man in that context.
I greet your kind
I have to.
as the
It's me.
But, like,
greets the falling rain.
They did a thing where
You will find a
they were
mountain
revealing their secret identities to each other, and it was Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman. And they all put their hands on the lasso of truth, and Wonder Woman says her name's Diana.
Guardian of rock and flame.
Superman says it's...
Protect these brave souls.
Why can't I think of his name? Clark Kent, thank you. And Batman's just like, I'm Batman. It's
Hi,
like,
Batman.
Bruce Wayne's the secret identity, dude.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne is obviously his alter ego.
Yep. But then, like, they've been done a number of animated Batman movies, you know, based on some of the bigger comics. Like,
Yeah.
of course, they did The Killing Joke, which I think was kind of a miss in general.
I would be so down to just, like, binge Batman media with you.
I could see that. Let's rest until night. Like, they also adapted The Long Halloween, which is kind of cool.
That I haven't seen.
Maybe we should watch that some night.
I would be so down.
But anyway, there was one, and I don't know what it was. I'm gonna have to look it up. Where you have Batman in a sewer with the Green Lantern, and they haven't met before. And Green Lantern's like, "So, what are your powers? Are you like a vampire?" He's like, no.
No.
Do you fly? No.
No.
Do you have any powers at all? He's like, I'm really rich. It's like, so you're just a guy in a suit? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And
also,
then he
like, obsessed with working out, and I pay people to research things, so I have, like, top technology, and I also, pretty autistic about being a detective.
Well, and then
I'm not actually a detective.
and then he casually just holds up the Green Lantern's ring. He apparently just slipped off his fingers. So what's this thing do? And the Green Lantern's suit just vanishes. And he's like, he takes it back. He's like, you're never doing that again. It's like, yeah, I will. It's like, God damn, dude. Okay, so there should be a sparkly ass.
Apparently, so when I put Green Lantern and Batman into the Googly Schmoogly, it gives me a movie called Justice League War.
Huh. Well, I don't know that.
Oh
one.
my god. In that movie, Superman is played by Alan Tudyk.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my god, I need to see it. I need to see Alan Tudyk Superman.
I know they had Bryan Cranston either as... I think he played the Commissioner at one point. And I'm like, oh, that's just perfect. He absolutely should be in that role.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that bizarre one-off casting of Bryan Cranston as a ranger in like one episode of Babylon 5.
What the fuck is this guy doing here?
Yeah, it's like, how did they get Walter White on a White Star? Oh, jeez. Oh, I actually have to fight something? That's... Alright.
Okay, I lied. It's animated, so like you get to hear his voice as Superman.
Yeah, I think Alan Tudyk would be a good fit for that.
Yeah, I do love that man's voice. And Sean Astin is Shazam.
Sean Astin, why can't I think of what else he's done?
He is one of the most famous hobbits.
Oh, that's right. I guess that'll work for group damage. There's a Sean Pertwee in Gotham, and it turns out he is actually like the Third Doctor's grandson, I think, which is kind of wild.
Cool.
I don't remember what spells do what. And for some... Oh, yeah, she does have Frizzle, but not Frizzle. Okay, well, have some fire, zombie.
Fire! I wish, it had, like, a brief explanation. It, like, covered...
Oh, it does on the right-hand side. I'm just staring at the names and not bothering to look at the whole screen because I'm a clown.
Well, that's on you, then.
Yeah, that's entirely my own fault. The operator error, as they would say.
Operator.
So there doesn't seem to be a single monster in here that I can ride to get to these locations that I can't reach.
You like riding monsters? Babe?
Oh god, there's a... Oh no. You can always crop them out. I mean, so you'll have a few scenes that are a little zoomed in, but cropping will work.
Groar! Get out of here! Go on, go away!
Well, this sounds like a small child.
Go away, or I will eat you!
The beast is upon us. Stand fast.
Yes, Hendrik the easily confused.
I am the spirit of the mountain, and I have
Can't be
very,
brave
very
and
sharp
smart,
claws.
silly.
If you do not want to be torn to pieces, you had better get out of here.
You get one.
We're going nowhere. Not until you promise to stop bullying innocent monks and let the villagers climb the mountain. Huh? Was it something I said?
Shouldn't they be running away? What are we going to do?
Shut up, idiot! They will hear us! How are we going to scare them away if you keep jabbering?
Looks like a bear with antlers and feathers.
There's a folklore.
This is all your fault, Atsuko. Now we are in trouble.
Animal of that description that I cannot think of the name of.
Hector,
Huh.
if you had not fallen over, we would never have ended up in this mess.
So much for our big scary monster. It's just a couple of little ones. You surprised us, darlings.
Oh. Excuse me.
Foolish children. What possessed you to risk your lives with such recklessness?
No, we never meant to. We have done no wrong. Miko's right has to be stopped. A tragedy looms.
Yes, yes! You have to listen to my brother. Miko wants to do a horrible thing and we have to stop her.
Seems these bairns have got a bee in their bonnet about something. We'd better get
Thank
to the
you,
bottom
Captain
of
Obvious.
this.
God,
You
there
will
are
hear
days
us
when I
out.
really question the dialogue in
Other
this
grown-ups
game.
ignore us, as mountains do rain.
Do you really think they will? Is someone finally going to listen to us?
I like how she just does not bother
I
to
think
speak in
so.
haiku.
And they seem very strong. With them on our side, people are sure to listen. We have a hideout. A den, like a fox's home. We will meet you there.
Hurry, hurry!